There are a lot of primates in need in the Congo because the bushmeat and the wildlife trafficking is getting worse. To rescue more chimpanzees, we need help. It all started in 2006 when the authorities saw a baby chimpanzee attached to a bicycle in the city of Lubumbashi. So they decided to confiscate it. And unlike any kind of wildlife confiscated at that time, it ended up at the zoo. So because the authorities didn't have enough means to look after the baby, they called my husband and myself to step in and to help them. It's the first baby that was ever confiscated in the Congo. In 5 months' time, there were 4 other chimpanzees arriving. So Jack was not alone, but Jack was in very bad condition. He was dying, actually. He was very sick. So he needed assistance. And we got a special document from the state to keep him with us at home, to give him day and night care, just to give him all the love and care he needed to survive. When Jack was doing better, he met the other chimpanzees who also were at the zoo. Our NGO didn't exist at that time, so it means that we were paying everything ourselves. But unfortunately, we were disturbing the people because the city we are living in was at that time a hub in ape trafficking. So it means that the chimpanzees came from the forest. They stayed a few days in Lubumbashi and then they were smuggled through the Zambian border to go to South Africa, China, Russia, whatever. So we were disturbing all these people, and sadly on the 5th of September an arson took place. So the babies were kept in an enclosure at night, and someone put fire in the night enclosure and 2 babies were burned, didn't survive actually. Jack was killed on post and his best friend survived 1 more week. It was a tragedy. We had 3 survivors. It was a huge trauma even for us. And we had to take a decision whether to stop or to continue what we had started. 1 month after Jack's death and his friend Tuzo, we decided to create Jack in memory of that baby chimpanzee we started with, and also to keep his memory alive today. And this is how today, 19 years later, we now have rescued more than 200 lives. All these chimps come from different places, and they all have a common story, which is the poaching. Because babies are too thin to be eaten, they are sold as pets or kept as pets. The mom and the group go for bushmeat trade, so they are chopped in small pieces and sold as meat.
People believe that the trade is finished, that it's impossible, but it's happening. I mean, every month these infants are stolen from the countries that belong to DRC. And it's getting worse and worse, you know. So we need to act. We need to stop these people, and we need to take care of these babies in order one day to release them back to the wild.
We think that only providing food and vet care is essential, but they need contact. They need love. They need to be talked to, and because a lot of them lose their self-confidence when they're alive, so it's very important. These little ones, when they arrive, are very traumatized. They absolutely need a lot of love when they arrive. This is why we have a lot of surrogate moms working with them, and to stay with them all day long, and then to introduce them in groups, so that they can go in bigger groups and create and bond like a family. The aim is to put them back to the forest, but as a group, not alone. When we created that sanctuary was to, first of all, start law enforcement, so to stop the trades and the orphans that resulted from the different confiscations, so to build a refuge, an orphanage where they could get strong and be rehabilitated. And the ultimate goal is to put them back in their habitat in the forest. So this is for us a dream, for my husband and myself. This is a dream which I hope will come true in the coming years, because we have been working on it since the early beginning, actually.
For over 15 years, J.A.C.K. Primate Sanctuary has waged a tireless battle against the illegal trafficking of primates. Today, the streets of Lubumbashi, the second largest city in the Democratic Republic of Congo, tell a different story, a story of success. The illegal trade in chimpanzees in Lubumbashi has been all but eliminated. But despite this success, the practice continues in other regions. In the fall of 2020, J.A.C.K. Sanctuary agreed to care for 20 primates confiscated by authorities in Zimbabwe. These primates, many of which are critically endangered, were trafficked from various parts of the DRC. In response, J.A.C.K. Sanctuary decided to expand its facilities to accommodate a wider range of primates. As a result, the sanctuary now cares for over 200 animals. But J.A.C.K. is not just about enforcing the law. It's about giving a second chance to those who have lost everything. Once victims of cruelty and neglect, now call this sanctuary home.
Captive animals usually feel bored, especially chimpanzees, because they are very intelligent individuals. So since they are captive in one particular area, you need to develop a lot of ways for them to feel not bored at all. We are longing to build a new playground for them where they can stay outside and have all the fun they would like to have. And we know where we can build it, but we don't have the money.
The sanctuary is currently located in the heart of the city of Lubumbashi, which makes expansion in this location challenging. However, in 2024, a generous benefactor donated a 66-hectare natural forest island near Kisangani, DRC. The vision of the J.A.C.K. Primate Sanctuary is to build another sanctuary on this island, which could accommodate up to 120 chimpanzees. This gift will allow it to continue its vital efforts to combat trafficking and poaching in the DRC, while allowing rescued chimpanzees to be reintroduced into a natural habitat. Bringing this vision to life will require both time and significant financial resources.
Animals are completely protected by law. And when you buy one, in a way you are encouraging the killing, the shooting of the whole family in the wild. So the only things to do is to call us, to call authorities, so they can properly confiscate these animals and put these people behind bars.
If you would like to learn more about J.A.C.K. Sanctuary or help in accomplishing its mission, please visit them on the web or any of their social media sites.